I think first and foremost, what does it feel like to be included in the game? And not only be included, but you're kind of like a headline guy because you're the pre-order bonus. That must be pretty crazy, right?
It was an amazing surprise. I didn't know. It was a wonderful surprise. You know, I'd filmed some stuff that was obviously for the video game, but I didn't know it at the time, so it was an amazing surprise to kind of see it and then actually go on my Xbox and see the screenshot of me in the game. So it was an amazing moment. The video games are what got me into pro wrestling, so this has been a real full circle thing for me.
The video games got you into wrestling all the way from the beginning?
Yeah.
Which ones did you play first?
So I mean, the first wrestling video game that I ever played was Warzone, and that I believe that was
PlayStation
the first.
1.
Yeah, I believe that was the first game, the first WWE game that had a create a wrestler option.
Yes.
And so that I used to use that, and I would start with making my favorite movie characters and putting them in the game, and then I got into SmackDown and I was like, okay, I'm really into this now. But when SmackDown 2 came out, that's when I was obsessed after that, and I would just make wrestlers, design my own storylines and have fun with who was going to be the champion, and it was real, when school was stressful or whatever, it'd just be such an escape for me, so I've always enjoyed the video games, so now to actually be in one is pretty incredible.
It's a bit of like, hearing you say that's giving me all sorts of nostalgia and stuff, because I remember being a kid and playing SmackDown with my friends in a tiny bedroom, all sort of crowded. Did you play it on PS1, right?
Yes.
Did you have that weird peripheral that had like
multi-tap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have it, but I never actually used it.
Oh, right, yeah.
We only got to 2-player
in
my household. But I mean, most of the video games I played were just by myself, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, what does it entail when you are included in a game like this? Like, obviously, I've covered other games before, but I've never really covered a sports game. Do you have to do motion capture or anything like that? Like, did they consult you? How did all that work?
So I didn't do the motion cap I've never done motion capture for a video game before, so I couldn't speak to the actual process. I do know that they get super talented wrestlers to come in and do the moves and stuff like that.
Right.
So it was a true surprise and wonderful moment for me to see myself in the video game, so I'm absolutely delighted to see it.
That's awesome. Like, you made your own theme song, right?
Yes.
So, like, that'll be in the game too, right?
Yes,
like, how much of how surreal is that to have all that entails?
Yeah, I mean it's unbelievable. I mean, I remember when I wrote that song 7 years ago now. I had faith in it. I knew it was good. I knew I was a good writer, and I knew if I really sat down and put my mind to it 100% and committed, that in a couple of weeks I could write a theme song that I knew would make a difference. So I'm proud of myself for having the confidence to do it. I remember I recorded a demo at my house, and then I recorded the vocals at a little studio, took the vocals, and then I went over to my friend Neil's house, and then we recorded the rest of it there. So to see it go from there all the way to being in this game, which is potentially going to be heard and seen billions of times now, is quite unbelievable. And really, it's awesome, because we live in a world where if you create something that people enjoy, they can experience it on this scale. And 2K26 is allowing me to do that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, so, I mean, being on the road a lot these days, I presume you don't have a ton of time for gaming, but
Correct.
Do you ever get time to unwind, and if so, is gaming still something you opt for?
So I have a Steam Deck, I have a PC, I have an Xbox, I have a PS5, I have all the stuff. It's right what you said, I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but I am going to put time into this game because I want to truly experience it. And for me, like, how the video games are, like, that's such a key factor for how I consume pro wrestling. Like, when I was a kid, you know, I would watch Raw and SmackDown and Velocity and Afterward and those things. So I'd probably spend 6 hours a week watching wrestling. I'd probably spend 20 hours a week playing the games. So, you know, I'm thinking about the amount of time that the next generation of fans are going to be putting into this game. I want to fully experience it and have that enjoyment as well. So I'm going to be putting in a lot of time in this game. And now, hey, it's work now, so I can, you know, I can play the game as much as I want.
I try to tell my boss that, and it's like, doesn't always fly, even though I work in games media.
Yeah.
But like outside of the 2K26, what kind of games do you like to play?
So for me, I like, if I'm just by myself, I like city building games, you know.
Like City Skylines?
Yes, I have played that. I'm more into, you know, if I've had a stressful day or something and I have 20 minutes, I'll just, you know, build a village and kingdoms and castles or something like that. And I've got, you know, some indie games like that. There's, I think it's called They Are Billions. It's like a zombie.
Oh my
thing.
god, I love that game.
That's the game I probably put most time into. It's super frustrating. One zombie gets through and it's the whole thing's done. But yeah, it's an amazing game. You know, I was a big Warcraft 3 guy, the original StarCraft. I haven't even played through StarCraft 2 yet. But I was the original StarCraft guy, Final Fantasy 7, Metal Gear Solid series. But honestly, primarily, the rest of the games are probably the franchise I put the most time into.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you know, I'm a Horde guy myself, you know, Warcraft. But yeah, honestly, thank you so much for your time, and you know, I'm sure this is, you know, surreal. It's surreal for everyone involved. But you being in a video game, like, it's. You're a fan favourite amongst my friend group. You know, being British, you know, as well.
Thanks.
So, you know, thank you for everything you do and all the entertainment, man. And all the best.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry has arrived. The following is an Inferno match. Making his way to the ring from Edinburgh, weighing in at 230 pounds, Joe Hendry.
I can barely hear myself. The crowd becomes unglued every time this man makes an appearance.
He's got an entrance that goes viral every time, Wade, but he's already proven he can win titles and main events, appeared at the Royal Rumble, appeared in WrestleMania.
And, pardon the phrase, but I believe